I'm Darren, I'm from Movie Reviews 101, and today we're going to talk about Winchester. Directed by the Spearing brothers and starring Helen Mirren, Jason Clarke and Sarah Snook, the story follows a doctor who has to go to the Winchester mansion to figure out whether Sarah Winchester is losing her mind and unable to stay on the board of the Winchester's rifle group, whatever it's called. And this is based on the true story, myth, legend behind the Winchester mansion, in which Sarah Winchester became obsessed with the idea that the mansion is haunted by the victims of any Winchester gun that her husband created. And she has to build rooms to put these souls in so they can become free. Yeah, it's a good little myth or legend or whatever you want to call it. But we're going to jump into the thumbs up factors. I went into this movie for one reason. It was Helen Mirren in a horror movie. She looks the part. She really does. You could imagine her being this Winchester character, so I have to give this some praise. While you would have liked a bit more from the character, she works really well. The settings and the costumes all look very nice. The house is a bit of a labyrinth, if you want to call it that. We have plenty of different rooms. We'll get to that more later, but the setting is early 1900s and they all look the part. While I don't like the whole direction the film goes, I did like the final showdown when the big nasty spirit decides to have to fight. Yeah, okay, it's horror, I'll take it. It's no different in a final outcome as what The Conjuring 2 did. It was big, it was over the top. Thumbs down! This is where it's going to get bigger. I said the mansion looks like a labyrinth. The problem is, it never feels like a labyrinth. They make out a point that if you take the wrong corridor, you'll get lost. Or don't get lost, or this. They don't get lost ever. He goes to get out one flight of stairs and he's at the room he wants to get to, seemingly. It's not a labyrinth. There is a twist coming, and it is very easy to see coming. I'll leave it at that. And while this is built on the legend of what actually happened at the Winchester mansion, it would have been nice if we could have had some of it focus on the idea that it couldn't have not been a ghost. Instead of it being, it's a ghost, every shot, it would have been fun just to have a little bit of, she could have been a bit cuckoo. I know that sounds the wrong sort of words, but that's what would have been a lot more interesting, to see a bit more of why she did it rather than she's doing it. There are ghosts and they're coming for you. But overall, if you were to watch this as a solo horror movie with no history, it's passable. It's a solid average horror movie. If you want the history, you're going to be disappointed. So I am only going to go for 2.5 out of 5. Yes, it's something that would be a lot more interesting to see in a documentary style. And I do believe Stephen King's Rose Red is similarly based on the idea of the house. A lot better ghost story, that one, and it's 4 hours long. Just leave you with that. So if you're going to go and see Winchester, what title is it going to be for you? Because there's about 6. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments below, and until next time.